Hello everybody, I'm Etsa, and today's topic is about Rune Factory. Rune Factory is one of my favorite series of all time. It's absolutely awesome. It takes Harvest Moon, and it takes fighting and RPG combat and puts them together into like an action RPG farming game, and it just melds together so perfectly. But I'm not here to talk about what Rune Factory is, I'm talking about what Rune Factory could be, and more specifically, my hopes for Rune Factory 5. Now, Rune Factory 1 through 4 were made by Neverland, to my greatest knowledge. They're the ones who developed it, and they were really good games. Like, the art style is good, the sound design was spot on, the games loaded really fast, the combat was good, the farming was good. I felt like each game was getting better. I didn't play 2, but I played Rune Factory 1, 3, and 4, and I really liked 3 and 4 a lot. The first one was the most unique, I feel like. They didn't know what they were doing yet, and it had this feel to it. Like, I still really like Rune Factory 1, but 4 is probably my favorite, then 3, or maybe 3 is my favorite. It's hard to tell between 3 and 4. I didn't play the console versions, but... So, after Rune Factory 4, Neverland, they shut down. They went bankrupt, and their development team was what I thought was gone. But what I had learned recently is there might still be hope for Rune Factory 5, because the team that made Rune Factory, even though Neverland went bankrupt and shut down, Marvelous, who makes Story of Seasons, or, the original Harvest Moon games, not the new ones, but, Story of Seasons and before that, they hired the entire team, I believe it was the entire team, that's the way it makes it look, onto their team, and they made a game called Lords of Magna, or Lord of Magna, something like that. And if you look at some footage for that game, it looks just spot on to what Rune Factory was. Like, the graphics are a little bit different, but if you look at like the text boxes and like the way they present the game with like the HUD and everything, it looks very similar. The game's not the same at all. It's like a tactical RPG or something from what I could tell. But it's really cool to see that they're still there, and you can tell that even though they're working for Marvelous, they still have the same style. And I can only assume that if Marvelous hired the team, that they must have also reacquired or already acquired the rights to Rune Factory, because it was a spin-off, so I'm assuming Marvelous already owned the rights to Rune Factory. It's just that they were developing Rune Factory from like a third party. So pretty much Neverland was a third-party developer for Marvelous making Rune Factory. To my knowledge, I could be a little bit off here. I'm kind of just saying how I believe to understand it. They made it like that, but now they're technically the development team, though Neverland is no more, now work for Marvelous directly, so they're kind of like a first-party developer now. I don't know if they still have the name rights to Rune Factory. I think they do. So if they're there and they made another game, Lord of Magna or something like that, it looked fine. I don't know if the name I'm getting perfectly. I probably should have checked before I started talking. They made that. It looks really good. Like, I might even play it. I might just buy it just because it's that team of people making it, because they're so good at making games. I feel like if they're there and they made an own Rune Factory, I really do think there can be a Rune Factory 5. And I remember reading somewhere that Rune Factory 4 sold the best. Don't quote me. I'm just kind of rambling. Like, I don't got a bunch of, like, notes here. I'm just saying, I think Rune Factory 5 can happen. Like, I really do. And if it's, like, on the Switch or something, that'd be awesome. But they've always been handheld. I will crack out my 3DS so fast for Rune Factory 5. I will pre-order that in a heartbeat. Like, there is no question. That would be amazing, because I love the Rune Factory games. So that's kind of my rant. I just think, don't give up hope. I really do think that there can be another Rune Factory, and if there isn't the name rights, they could probably just make another game that is Rune Factory with a different name. But I think they own the rights to Rune Factory as a series, so I think that they can do it. I'm really happy that Marvelous hired them up like that. I don't know, I just think that's really cool. They didn't let them all just like lose their jobs and stuff, so Rune Factory 5. They didn't say anything about it that I've seen yet, but I think it's possible. And Rune Factory 4 sold really well, that from what I think, even though they went bankrupt, which sounds kind of contradictory, but yeah. Anyways, that was my topic for the day. If you have any other topics you want me to cover, just let me know in the comment section and I might cover it. And if you want more videos like this and you're not subscribed, subscribe, or like the video if you liked it. And I love reading comments, so do that. And I will see you guys in the next discussion video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.